Slowfoot Sue jumped off her gigantic catfish, landing miles away. She tilted her hat up and looked around, the bright sun nothing in front of her almost black eyes. A few kilometers away she could see a herd of horses lazing around in the sun. "We'll have to do," she said, sighing to herself. She bounded over to them and got up onto the darkest, strong-looking horse. She threw a rope made from llama's hair around its neck and yanked on it, pressing her foot-long spurs into its flanks. The horse didn't budge a millimeter. Frowning, Sue got off. She'd find some way to make the horse move, she assured herself. At night she dragged a dead tree to a camping place and lit it. The fire went sky high and was so hot that it plucked and roasted a whole eagle which came falling down into Sue's lap. "Supper!" she exclaimed, "and a great one, too." "Will you share it with me?" came a voice from behind. "My belly is ice cold, and that fowl could warm it up all right." "Indeed," consented Sue, seeing that it was a woman carrying a basket. When she sat down, she asked, "What are you doing here in the middle of nowhere?" "Oh, I came here to sell bees. Nobody seemed interested in them up north, so I brought them down here. But since nobody wanted them here either, I'm going back up." Suddenly, a plan came to Sue. "Could I buy them from you?" she asked. "Why, certainly. But what's your payment?" The next morning Sue handed the woman a knife with a silver blade and a bone handle that weighed a ton and was more of a sword than a knife. Then she took the basket full of bees and made her way to the herd of horses. She put it near one of them, then kicked the basket over. A group of angry, gigantic bees came out and made straight for the horse. Then what a commotion began. The stinging horse kicked and reared as the other bees took their anger out on the rest of the herd. A stampede ensued, but the 5-inch-long bees didn't give up the chase. The horses ran at 200 kilometers per hour all the way to Kansas, with a happy Sue riding on the back of one of them. When the horses stopped, they'd become so crazy and wild after being stung and running for so long that their wildness never wore off. A few days later, Sue met the woman making her way to the north, and when Sue told the woman her story, the latter said, "They must have stung," and that is how Mustangs became so wild and got their name.